sun rays. I'm back with another tutorial for you guys, which I did with a lot of good energy and good vibe. Kit, I used a lot of colors because it's spring and I don't know, spring lets us use a lot of colors. I hope you like it. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and have a very, 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 very beautiful day. Peace out. We're using MAC Strobecream Hydrant Lumino in the golden shade. This base is light reflective and it just gives a perfected look to the face. But when you put foundation on, you won't see it anymore. It just looks good when light hits your face. Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream Lip Balm. I love this lip balm. I think it's one of the best that I've tried. It's really hydrating. It has a nice smell and it lasts a lot. Anastasia Stick Foundation, the shade Warm Natural. Ludovic 5E brush and blend it in the skin, and I really like the way it looks on the skin. I just put it on the outer area because in the inner area I want to give an illuminating effect. Go on the neck. You can also do like this and put it on the brush and then go downwards. Real Techniques crease brush on the edges of my nose. We're using the Contour Cream Kit in the light version of it. And I'm going to use, I think, this one with a little bit of these ones for the centered area. So I'm putting this in a triangle area, so I'm starting with the under eye area and just going like a triangle to get that illuminating effect. I'm using the shade Banana, and everywhere else I'm going to use the shade. I'm still using the Real Techniques crease brush because it's a synthetic brush and synthetic fiber works very well with creamy textures like the stick foundation or this creamy contour. You can also use a lighter shade of foundation in the center area if you don't have this big little bit on the eyelid. I am going to use Light Sculpt, which is this shade, with the Ludovic S7S brush, which is an angled natural bristle brush, but also if you have a synthetic one that works perfectly. Warm it up a little bit and let's do the sculpting. Use a little bit the outer edges. For the under eye area, we're going to use the Anastasia Contour palette. I'm going to use the first color with the second color combined with a damp beauty blender. You know, for my last tutorial, that was the first time that I ever baked my under eye area. So we baked the centered area and the rest of the face we're not going to powder yet, but we are going to do highlighting and contouring. For highlighting, we're going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerriero, and we're going to use Forever Young. A little bit on the nose, above the eyebrow, but I put it softer as a bronzer. This shade, which is 143, and this one I'm going to use also on my forehead because I have a small forehead, and when I use bronzers, because they are light reflecting, they give a little bit of volume, so you can do that if your forehead is not that imposing. A little bit on the tip of the nose, yes, also hear me. And the sculpting part, we are going to use the middle shade here. I use this unicorn brush which has no name, and I'm just patting because I already have the cream contour there, and I just want to make it stay in place but not give it more intensity. Kitty Cat as a blusher, which is this pink one with Daydream, and using the same unicorn brush. If you have oily skin, you can't really use this kind of satin textures on the middle of the face. Not necessarily because it won't look good, because that depends on how much your pores are dilated, but it will not last. Nestle 337 brush using the Anastasia Duo Brow in the color Ash Brown. I'm growing my brows right now, and they're taking a very long time growing, unfortunately. So I took the dark color to contour the tail of it, and I'm going to take the lighter color to pull it in the body of the brow. Eyes. Urban Decay Primer, Pelution. I'm gonna try to use this palette, which is Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. Using a flat and fluffy brush, this is number 34 from Estee. I'm using the color Vermeer, which is this one. It's a champagne satin color. And a little bit pull it after the eyebrow ends. A fluffy blending brush, this is 17S from Makeup Forever. It has to be a fluffy blending brush because we're not going to use it for the transition shade, and we don't want that to be an accent in the makeup, just a helper. Using this one, Golden Ochre, taking it on the brush, get the excess off, and just from the crease pull it upwards. We're using this one, Real Girl, with the same brush, taking the excess, and putting the tip of the brush in the crease. Don't worry if you get it on your eyelid, because we're gonna clean it afterwards if we need to. And as usual, I'm going a little bit inward. Love Letter, which is this one. I have never done a pink makeup on myself. Same thing, just in the crease first, then blend it with a fluffy brush. Look at me now. Love Letter again with the pencil brush. I'm tapping it on my eyelid, yes. Oh, that pigment of it all. Venetian Red. Pull it in the crease a little bit, and then blend with the brush that you've been blending on the crease. So I'm putting the tip of the brush in the exterior corner and pull it inwards, just to know that I'm having the intensity here and not inwards. Raw Sienna, which is this one, to blend the lower part, because it's more natural. I'm coming with it in the interior corner also, and also going low here. We're gonna clean this area here with Urban Decay Color Correcting Concealer in yellow using the synthetic brush. And when I'm coming over the eyeshadow, I'm not pressing as much, and then I'm coming with my fingers and just tapping the two textures together. Your makeup to last longer, you can use eyeliner gel, and we're going to use a CGA1 from Atelier Paris, which is a peachy color. It's the same brush, and this is going to make it last longer and pop more. Or you can use, if you have like cement glue or glitter glue, color Macaroon, which is this one. So I'm pressing and just pulling a little bit afterwards. I'm coming back with Real Girl and just contouring a little bit this area so it doesn't feel neglected. Putting a little bit of the CGA1 also downward, and above it we're gonna use the Makeup Forever pigment in the shade 953 and pull it a little bit also. Just like sweep, so you don't really see it, but it's in harmony with the rest of the makeup. Now we're going to put a little bit of contrast down, and we're going to use black eyeshadow from Lauder. And after we put it blended, just any black or darker shade of eyeshadow. The lower part also. The love letter. On the waterline, we're going to use Inglot number 98. It's like a green-gray color. We're using an Essence Precise Eyeliner brush. It's a very good and cheap brush. Next, we're going to intensify the sculpting a little bit. Blusher, I'm going to use from MAC Today We Live. For lashes, we're going to use this Kiss ones. I don't know if you have it or not, but I saw them at this amazing makeup artist, if you don't know him, Patrick Ta, and he used this brown brand, and when I saw it in a store, I was like, oh, I have to have them. They are called Ritzy. They also have an adhesive. We're going to use it. We're going to put mascara on first. This is the first time that I don't forget to put it on first. And we're using False Lash Superstar XFiber, but we're not using the fiber part because since we're putting on fake eyelashes, we don't have to. For the lips, we're going to use two shades, Colorpop Times Square and Anastasia Beverly Hills Crush Foam Out. And we're using the same pigment that we used on the eye, just a little bit on the lips. But of course, if you wanted, you could have left it matte. And also you can leave it like this, or you can put a little bit of lip gloss on it, which I will do. I'm using Ultraplush lip gloss from Too Faced. So this is the final look. I hope you like it. If you do, please comment below because I love your feedback. And see you later, Sunways. Oare se încarcă? Am I live or am I not? Uai, și acum mi-am dat seama că am... Da, super. Filmez și... And just has a little... Oh. Hey, oh, yeah.